In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace a rear wheel bearing on a Jeep Cherokee, which is located behind the rear wheel. You want to raise and support your vehicle safely, wheels off the ground. You want to take these 19mm lug bolts off. These are not lug nuts, they are a bolt. And that's what it looks like. You just want to put this one back in so the wheel doesn't fall off when you take all the rest of them off. Just hold your wheel, take that last one out. After you remove your rear wheel, you have to remove your rear caliper. Your rear caliper is held on by two 10mm bolts. After you take your top nut off the caliper, there is a bracket. Just want to pull that bracket, push it down off to the side. Take your 10mm wrench and remove that bolt. Now you want to remove your caliper, just pry towards you, put that out of the way. After you remove your caliper, you need to remove your caliper bracket, which is held on by two T55 torque bolts. After you remove your caliper bracket, you have a 5mm Allen that you need to take off to remove the rotor. Remove your rotor. Now it's time to take that nut off. That axle nut is 1.25 inches. Make sure your axle moves freely. You can take a ball peen hammer, put it inside this socket, and hit it with another hammer to make sure that axle pushes in. On the back side of your wheel bearing, you have 4 E14 inverted Torx bolts. You need to remove those. 2 up top and 2 down the bottom. Here's your 2 bottom E14 bolts. Now back to the front. You can do this one of 2 ways. You can take a mallet, hit your wheel bearing from the back side out, or you can use one of these. This is a wheel bearing removal tool. Take your caliper, swing it off to the side. You have 2 10mm bolts, one for your ABS sensor, one for the bracket. Take your ABS sensor out, 10mm bolt out. Now it's time to remove your ABS sensor, which comes straight up. Put that off to the side. Now you can take your caliper, take this clamp, lift it straight up, and you can just tie that off to the side. Now when removing your wheel bearing, after you put your wheel bearing tool on, you're going to have to hit it with a hammer in this section just to remove it from the knuckle. Sometimes it comes right off, sometimes it does not, but work at it and it will come. After you remove your wheel bearing, you're going to have to remove your backing plate. It's held on by 4 10mm bolts. You want to clean your mating surfaces, you can use a tool like this, or you can use a razor blade. Take your 4 10mm bolts, install those by hand first. Snug those up. Now you have your wheel bearing. Before you put your wheel bearing on, there's a shim. You do not want to remove that shim. Make sure that shim is nice and flush up against the axle. Take your wheel bearing, line up your bolt holes, and then come in from the back side and put your bolts in. It's a little tech tip for you. You can take your axle nut, put it on by hand. That's going to help your wheel bearing sit flush and help you put your bolts into the back of your wheel bearing. You can start your 2 top wheel bearing bolts. Snug those up. And now the bottom bolts. Start those by hand. Give those a snug. Torque those down at 70 foot-pounds. Now you can torque your top too. Push your line through, put your clip in. Take your ABS sensor, clip it back into its holder. Same thing with your brake caliper wires. Put your brake line and brake hose clip back into the knuckle. Make sure your lines are properly placed in the holder. That clip on. Here's your rotor. Here's your alignment pin. Put that on by hand. Tighten that up. Now it's on to your axle nut. Take your caliper bracket. Start your bolts by hand. Give those a snug. You want to tighten those down at 32 foot-pounds. Take your caliper, swing it back around, put it over your brake pads, start your bolts, tighten those down by hand, and those are going to get torqued down to 32 foot-pounds. Now you take your caliper bracket, put your line, slide it over the stud, take your nut, tighten that also to 32 foot-pounds. Now it's time to torque your axle nut. You can do this one of 2 ways. You can have somebody sit in the driver's seat, push down on the brake while you torque it, or if you don't have a friend to do that, you can put 2 lug nuts or lug nut bolts like we have here. Take a bar, set it down, put it down on the ground, torque your nut. And remember, anytime you do any suspension work, you definitely want to get in alignment after you're done. Line up your holes. Put your lug bolt in. You want to do this by hand so you don't cross thread. And snug them up. We have our wheels back on the ground. We're going to torque these at 100 foot-pounds in a crisscross manner. And there you have it.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.